Hey lovelies, it is 10:21 in the morning, so excuse the way that I look, but today we're doing a 24-hour reading challenge. I was meant to start this earlier, 2 hours ago, but I actually got back from holiday yesterday, so I'm jet lagged, which is why I'm still in my pajamas and I look a mess low-key. But I want to start a 24-hour reading challenge and I'm really excited. I'm going to let you guys know what books I'm hoping to read. I'm hoping to read The Unhoneymooners, Heavenly Bodies, Love Theoretically, and Reckless by Elsie Silver, because that's the next book of Chestnut Springs that I have to read. I don't know if I'll get through all of those books, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna start this 24-hour reading challenge. I'm super excited to sit and read these next couple of days. Literally last night I just finished at 2:30 in the morning when I was awake. I finished Beach Read by Emily Henry and I gave that 4 stars. Currently, that's my current rating of it, 4 stars. And we're gonna start this 24-hour reading challenge with The Unhoneymooners because I bought this on a holiday but actually didn't get to read it. So on holiday I read Powerless by Elsie Silver and the majority of Beach Read. So yeah, we're gonna start with this. This is the timer. I'm gonna start it just so you guys can see that it actually is 24 hours. Just so you guys can see that actually it's 24 hours. Of course I'm going to start it again, so let's pause it and then we will start it fresh once I actually start reading. But I just wanted to check in with you guys now because it's actually 10:25 in the morning and I'm going to start reading in the next 5 minutes or so. I did just peel off all my eyelash extensions, so I first want to just get the glue off of my eyelashes because I did my own cluster lashes for my holiday, so I just need to take the glue off my lashes. And I'm going to start reading whilst I run my bath. But I'm really excited to read this. I've seen some good reviews. I'm just going to double check on Goodreads what people have said about this. 3.5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 3 stars. 132 pages, published 2019. It's got a different cover as well. But I've seen a couple of people talk about this recently, so that's why I was like, I want to read this. Yeah, I've got a new cover though, so I think, yeah, all of the covers have been changed to be kind of similar. But yeah, I'm excited to read this because I've seen a lot of good reviews, but we'll see, because sometimes the reviews are just not it. You'll read the book and be like, oh. But yes, I will check in with you guys and let's get this 24-hour reading challenge started. Hi divas, it is 4:54 the next day. As you can see, I'm in my pajamas again. I just had a lovely bath after getting everything out of the way that I need to do today, and I put my pajamas on at 5 o'clock, which is really early, but I'm tired, so I was like, you know what, put my pajamas back on. But whilst I was in the bath, I finished The Unhoneymooners, and we have, how long do we have left on our timer? We have 18 hours left on our timer, so I finished this. This was an okay book. Very what's the word, a cheesy kind of book to read. It was okay. I definitely preferred the book when they were on holiday as opposed to when they came back from holiday. But yeah, I think I would give this a 3 star. I think a 3-star book for me is just yeah, it was okay. I don't hate it. It's obviously more than I don't hate it, but it's good, not bad, but it's just okay. I think that's how I'd explain my 3 stars. 3 stars is middle ground, so it's it's okay. So yeah, I finished this, and the next book I think we're going to tackle in our 24-hour reading challenge is Reckless by Elsie Silver, because I have started this series. As you can tell, this is the 4th book, so this is the penultimate book in the series, I'm pretty sure. I think there's only one more, and the last one is about Beau, I'm pretty certain. But I'm very intrigued to see Winter and Theo's dynamic. However, I just was looking at reviews of this on Goodreads and I think I just saw a spoiler. So I'm kind of annoyed about that because the person didn't put the spoiler. But no, it says it on the back. Oh, never mind. It says it on the back. Never mind, I take it back. Apologies to that person on Goodreads. It does say on the back, it was supposed to be a one-time thing, a secret, but that little plus sign is going to make this secret impossible to keep. Little plus sign meaning pregnancy test. So it actually does say that on here. I just didn't read it. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to read about Theo because I feel like we heard about him in the first book and then you hear about him like kind of briefly in the other ones. So I think it'll be interesting to see his book and it'll be very interesting to see Winter because of like how her and Summer's dynamic was in the first book. So I'm excited to read this. So far I have said that this entire series, like the books I've read before, so what's the first one called? Flawless, Hopeless, and Powerless. I've said that they were all 3 stars because I just found them like okay, like they were just okay. I think that's partly also because I've seen such like amazing reviews for these books and people being like, oh, these books changed my life, like they're so good, they're the best things I'm ever going to read, and I just don't feel that way. I just simply don't feel that way about these books. It's not that like, it's nothing on Elsie Silver, nothing on her. It's just the way that like some people have gone on about these books, like they're literally life-changing, and I just don't agree. For me, these books are just like your like average contemporary romance. But yeah, I'm gonna go on to read this and we'll continue on our 24-hour reading challenge. Hello divas, it is the next day. We have 10 hours left on our timer. I'll show you guys. So 10 hours left. It's currently 1:41. Yesterday I read until I finished Reckless. So I finished Reckless now. I actually think this book was 4 stars for me just because it was my favourite one of the series. And I gave all the other ones 3 stars, so I was like, I have to give it 4 because I liked it more than the other ones that I gave 3 stars. I don't know if it's actually like a 4... Wait, this might not make sense, but like it's a 4-star out of like this series of Chestnut Springs, but like as a book by itself it's probably 3.5, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if that makes any sense like at all. And I realized that I hadn't filled out my book journal in like a couple of weeks, so I had to go through and add some books into my like handwritten book journal that I have. So we finished this and now we're gonna move on to Heavenly Bodies. I didn't realize that I have like the newest cover. This is from July this year, and this is actually a longer book. I think this is like 500 to 600 pages, but I know that like there's a second and third one that was like self-published before, but like it's not been republished and it's not out yet. But yeah, I haven't read a fantasy book in a while, so actually I'm really excited to read this. I've seen some mixed reviews on this, so I am excited. I don't know how long it's going to take me to read this, so this actually might be our last book in the 24-hour challenge because I feel like I like to really take my time when it comes to reading fantasy books because I feel like there's a lot to like grasp. And already when I opened the book I saw there was like a map, which is always usually a good sign when it comes to a book, but then there was also, where is it, there's also like the stars and like how to pronounce their names and like everything about them, which makes me think there's going to be like a lot like of things to get used to in this book, as in like their world and like the magic and all of that kind of thing. So I'm excited, that doesn't make sense. I'm excited to see the world building and what happens in this book. Yeah, I am excited. I really like her name as well, Alara. Like, why do I low-key want to add that to my baby names list? Like, that's really like a nice name. I should read the book first and find out if I like the character before I say how much I like the name. But yeah, so we've got 10 hours left. So if we do get through this book in like a normal amount of time and I do have time to read a second book, I'll probably read Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. But I did just do, well, yesterday night when I was reading, I ordered some bits and bobs on Amazon, only 2 things. I said I wasn't going to get the reading light, but I did in fact order the reading light. And I also ordered Hopeless by Elsie Silver, so that I've just read the whole of the Chestnut Springs series, because I was like, there's only 1 book left, I might as well carry on reading it all. It started raining, low-key perfect reading weather, so I think now I'm just gonna put something on my TV, like some ambiance thing, and sit and read. Whoa, I think it's actually a storm. It's so windy. Can you hear that? Whoa. Anyway, I'm just gonna sit and read this and enjoy being inside. I actually do have some bits and bobs to do, so I think I'll read for a bit, do what I need to do, and then start reading again, and I will give you guys updates whenever I feel like I need to. But yeah, I'm actually loving, I just love doing the 24-hour reading challenge. Like, I just feel like it really just gives me, like, I love reading anyway, and I love to just sit and read and not be distracted, but because I know I'm doing like a challenge, it's even more like motivating to just sit and like read, and I love it. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I've been speaking for 6 minutes, I don't know how, but yes, I'm gonna go and see if this lives up to the hype that I've seen. Hello guys, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's a couple of days later. I actually don't remember what day I last filmed on, but I have been reading, I just haven't had the chance to film. I'm reading Heavenly Bodies. I think I said when I was going to start this, and I'm pretty sure I said I would check in when I get halfway through. I got halfway through last night and there was so much going on, like so much going on, that I literally could not stop to give you guys the update. I just wanted to carry on reading, but I'll give an update now that I am 311 pages in. I am thoroughly enjoying this book. I feel like it's important to keep in mind that I have not read that many fantasy or romantasy books, so my judgment might be different from somebody that is like an avid fantasy reader, but like for me, I'm really enjoying this. Like, I'm really liking it. And we've just passed the halfway mark. I mean, we are further than the halfway mark actually. I think this is probably about 60% of the way through, because maybe even more than that, I don't know, but there's like 200 pages left. But I am really enjoying this. Yeah, I've said that so many times, but I am enjoying it. Also, the magic in this is different from any other like fantasy book that I've read. Like, I've never heard of like a glamour before, or just like some of the things. But as I said, I've not actually read that many fantasy books. I am more of like a romance reader, I would say. So this is new for me, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually really liking it. We have about, yeah, we literally have, so basically just under 6 hours left on our timer. It is 10 o'clock at night right now, but I actually don't have to be up early tomorrow, so I'm thinking I could read for like 2 hours today, which will probably take us to like page 400 and something, which means I will only have like 100 pages left to read tomorrow. But that does leave us like at like an awkward time on our timer. I don't think I'll be able to read, like the next book I wanted to read was Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, but let's just say this takes me about like 3 more hours to finish. I literally have no clue. I don't know how much longer it's going to take me to finish this book. Then that means we'll only have 3 hours left on the timer, and I don't know if I will get through like an entire book in that time, but I think I'll still just read it and go over our 24-hour challenge, because like I said, I just do this challenge because I think it's fun. But like I don't do it in like 12 hours one day, 12 hours another day. I should probably do it that way. It'll probably be like a lot less like patchy and easier to like film, but I don't know, one day I am gonna actually stay up for an entire 24 hours. I just don't feel like messing up my sleep schedule right now, because I did just come back from holiday. Like, I mean, it's been like 2 weeks now nearly, oh my gosh. So like I was jet lagged, and now I'm not trying to be like mess on my sleep schedule. But yes, anyway, that was like a literal 5-minute rant just to say that I'm really enjoying this book and that I am going to carry on reading. I think I'm going to put my pyjamas on. I did just have a cup of herbal tea, but I might make another one. I had a glow tea, but I think I might have like a chamomile tea whilst I read this. And I'm going to put my pyjamas on, carry on reading, and see where we get in this book, because I actually just have no clue how it's going to end, and I've seen people saying that the ending really took them by surprise, so I'm really intrigued to see this. And a lot of people that I follow on Goodreads have really like enjoyed this book, so I'm intrigued. But like when I get this far into a book, I always get like kind of nervy that the ending is going to make me like hate it. And I really don't want to dislike this book. Like, I'm really enjoying it so far, so we will see. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, and hopefully we can get through this book and one more. But right now my focus is only on this book. Literally, when I was at work today, I was only thinking about being able to get home and read this book. So yes, let's get into it. Hello divas, it is 3:49 and I just finished Heavenly Bodies. This is, I think, 5 stars for me, and I actually totally understand why some people don't like this book. Like, the pacing changes a lot, and the magic for me, I don't know if it's just because I haven't read a lot of fantasy books, was like confusing at parts, especially the end, because the ending, a lot happens at the end. It's a very like turbulent ending, and like there's a lot of like magic stuff happening, and it can get really confusing. But I was like, do you know what, I'm just not going to be so strict today. I'm just going to like live a little and give this 5 stars, because I actually thoroughly enjoyed reading this, and that is what reading is about, enjoying what you're reading and having a good time. And I did enjoy this, so I'm giving it 5 stars. Like, sorry, I just am. Yeah, I really enjoyed reading this. I was just checking when the next book is going to be published, and it's being published in November this year, because the book's being republished, because I think they were independently published first, so November. But I'm probably going to get it on my Kindle, so I don't have to wait until like a couple months later to get the paperback. But I also would have liked this book if it was standalone, I think. Like, maybe the ending would have been a bit different, but I think I also really would have liked this book if it was a standalone. But I am also like intrigued to see how the story carries on. I will say I was literally getting so like, what's the word, like frustrated at some points in this book, because I was like, nothing's going right for them. Like, why is nothing working out in their favour? Like, I genuinely did feel bad. But there was so many like plot twists and stuff that like I got confused at points. So like I said, I can understand why some people do not like this book, or like did not enjoy it, I should say. But I had a good time reading it, so I'm giving it 5 stars. We only actually have like 2.5 hours left on the timer, but I don't actually have any like novellas or anything like that to read, or any short stories, so I don't actually know what to do. I think I am just going to go ahead and read Love Theoretically, and I don't think I'll finish it in that time. Like, I definitely won't, but I will give you guys an update. Like, let's say I'll do an update when we get 100 pages in, and then whenever the timer ends, I will update you guys then. And then if you want to see my final review on Love Theoretically, because obviously I won't have finished it by the time like the timer ends, so when this video ends, I'll link my Fable and my Goodreads down below, or you can wait until I do my September reads, October TBR video, which is usually like either the last week of the month or the first week of the new month, and I'll give my review then. But just to show you guys the timer, we have only like 2.5 hours left, like I said. So let me actually get Love Theoretically. We're going to read this because I've read nearly all of Ali Hazelwood's books now. I just read the blurb of this, and I'm very intrigued as to how this is going to like work and play out. I need to read Problematic Summer Romance, and then I think I've read nearly all of Ali Hazelwood's books. I've not read the short stories, and I think that's it. I think I've read all of them. Some of the books, I feel like this is really bad, but some of the books have all blended into one. But like, I'm pretty certain I have read the majority of Ali Hazelwood's books. But anyway, we're gonna move on because I've only got 2.5 hours left on the timer. It's currently 5 to 4, so we should be done by like 6:30, like give or take for like breaks and stuff, because I think I want to make myself a herbal tea and just like chill and read this. So I will, as I said, I will catch up with you guys when I hit 100 pages in this book. Hopefully I'll remember. If not, I will check in with you guys once the timer is up. Hello guys, the 24-hour reading challenge is over. I didn't finish this book, but I am 136 pages in, and I'll update my Goodreads and Fable when I finish this. However, we did get through 3 books. I'll just get the names of them all. So we first read The Unhoneymooners. I gave that 3 stars. Then Reckless by Elsie Silver, which I actually think I might change this to 3.5 rather than 4, because I don't know if it was a 4-star, to be honest. So maybe 3.5 to 4. And Heavenly Bodies, which I gave 5 stars. I had so much fun reading these books. I'm so happy that I enjoyed Heavenly Bodies. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but I actually did. And like I said previously, I don't want to repeat myself too much, but like I understand why some people don't like the book, but I enjoyed it, and I was like, I'm not going to be so strict. Like, I'm just going to give it 5 stars. Like, I had so much fun reading it. It was like always a stressful read, as in like there was always something going wrong, but like it was still good. But yeah, let me actually show you guys like physically the books that we read. Okay, so these are the books that we read this 24-hour reading challenge. Obviously we didn't finish this one, but we got through the other 3, and I honestly had a great time reading these books. Like, really enjoyed it. I love a little 24-hour reading challenge. I think next time I'm going to try and do it over the weekend, so I read 12 hours one day and 12 hours another day, rather than like as long as it took me this time. It took me so long to do this. I think I just kept getting distracted, and I had like other things I needed to do. But yes, this is everything we read this 24-hour reading challenge. And if you want to find out what other books I read throughout September, then keep a lookout for my September reads video. That'll probably come out in like the first week of October. But thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.